What's up, everyone? Movie Mania Nick here, and I just went to go see the movie Captain Marvel. And actually, before I start my movie review, I just want to say this is going to be a review about my own opinion about the movie. I mean, I know there's been controversy about this film, Brie Larson, but I actually went to go see this movie, and I actually liked it. So this will be my only review for Captain Marvel. I will not be talking about this in numerous videos, unlike some other people or person. So by that, I just want to say, you made your review, you stated your opinion, let it go. Just let it go. So who are actually the villains or the bad guys of this movie? Is it the Skrulls or is it the Kree? You're just going to have to watch it to find out who it is. I'm going to go see the movie Captain Marvel. It starred Brie Larson, Samuel L. Jackson, Ben Mendelsohn, and Jude Law, and some other characters that you might know in the MCU universe. And the directors were Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck. So this movie is basically about Carol Danvers, who's Captain Marvel, becomes one of the universe's most powerful heroes when Earth is caught in the middle of a galactic war between two alien races, which is the Skrull and the Kree. Now, besides all the controversy that I've been hearing about this film, in my own opinion, I like this movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. It had good humor, comedy. It was a fun time. It was action-packed. The CGI, I would have to admit, was a little off sometimes, but most of it was good. It was really good. I think all the actors and actresses did very well. Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, I think she did okay. I mean, there were times her character was very emotionless, but there are a few scenes that she does smile, she does laugh, but for some of the parts, she's just, there's no emotion. I think Jude Law as his character, I think he did very well. I think Ben Mendelsohn as one of the head Skrulls, I think he did excellent. He did an outstanding job. I like how they also brought some comedy into his character, which I thought was hilarious. Samuel L. Jackson, outstanding as usual. Clark Gregg, I mean, he was only in for the film for a little bit, but for what he did in this movie, for the time he had, I thought he did very well. And also between Samuel L. Jackson and Clark Gregg, they actually did, I'll announce this in my fun facts, they did a de-aging, so they actually looked very younger than what they look now, and I thought it was outstanding. Now, for this version of the film, between the comics and this movie, there's some of the stuff that's the same, but most of it is just different. But just basically between how she got her powers, her memory stuff and stuff like that, it's really different from what it is in the film between the comics. And if you don't believe me, read up on it, and you know what I'm talking about. Also, Goose the cat, I thought that was great. I think he stole the show of the movie. He was pretty funny. But for the most part of this film, you really have to look out for the Easter eggs. There was a lot of Easter eggs in this film. I also like how it references back to the 90s. Because basically in the 90s, I was a teenager, and there was a lot of stuff in the 90s in this film I do remember. I think some of the music choices were okay, but for some of the scenes, it did not work, in my opinion. Also in this film, there is the Tesseract, the blue Tesseract, which I believe is the Space Stone. But I don't understand how they got it, because we actually first saw it in one of the Captain America movies. That's when we first saw it. So I don't know how they really got it, since this was 1995. I don't know. Hopefully they explain that. It's a little weird. Also, they actually explain, like I said before, they explain where she came from, Captain Marvel, how she got her powers, all that stuff. But I also like they actually show and how Nick Fury lost his eye. It's actually pretty funny. And also how Nick Fury got the name Avenger or Avengers into this movie. And you'll see why and what I'm talking about. But there's a whole bunch of other Easter eggs and, in this movie. If you want to know what it is, you just have to watch the movie. But anyway, now it's time for fun facts. Stan Lee does make a cameo appearance. In the comics, Captain Marvel's cat is named Chewie. In the film, it was named Goose. Goose is actually played by 4 cat actors. There's one of the references I was talking about before between the comics and the film. Brie Larson is allergic to cats. Her scenes involving Goose were filmed with a puppet or computer-generated VFX. Samuel L. Jackson and Clark Gregg were digitally de-aged for their characters to look like their younger selves. This film is set in 1995. Brie Larson trained for 9 months learning judo, boxing, and wrestling. The Skrull makeup took 2 hours to apply. The quad jet that Vers, which is Carol Danvers, for short is Vers, steals in an earlier model of the Quinjets. And finally, Maria Rambeau, which is her friend, call sign is Photon. Her daughter's future superhero name, which is her real name, is Monica Rambeau, after gaining similar powers to Carol Danvers, and that's in the comics. And that's it, guys. That's my movie review for Captain Marvel. I hope you enjoyed this. I mean, despite all the controversy that's going on, like I said, in my opinion, I thought it was a good film. And also, there's 2 end credit scenes. Stay for that, especially the mid-credit scene. It'll explain everything. But yeah, also follow me on Instagram under the same name, Movie Mania Nick. Share, smash that like button, support, and as always, guys, be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes!